This is Spud here from HitStandNow.com, coming at you with another quick hit. I know pretty much everybody who plays video games thinks that they kind of grew up in the golden age of gaming, regardless of what age they might be. Say if you're 12 or 13 at the moment, you're probably thinking, hey, everything's after coming around in my day, you know, you've got your fucking online gaming, your competitive gaming blew up, YouTube gives you everything you need. Best time in the world to be a gamer. You know, older folks then are saying, oh, fuck that, man. Pac-Man, huge high schools, fucking Donkey Kong. That was the best time. The 1980s shit blew up. That was amazing. You know, and that's cool too. Me, I'm somewhere in the middle. Not quite 80s, not quite now. I would have been, say, 1990s growing up with video games, which meant I was there for the tail end of the kind of arcade explosion. Now, unfortunately, arcades simply aren't around anymore. Well, especially not here in Ireland, anyway. You know, you've got, say, Dr. Quirky's on Collins Street up in Dublin, but it's more of a gambling hub than it is an arcade. You know, I used to have tons of them dotted around absolutely everywhere. Arcades were huge. I'm originally from Drogheda. I used to visit one back there called the Whitworth Hall. That's where I used to go to get my gaming on, like, you know, with a pocket full of 20p. Back in those days, they actually took little tokens instead. You gave your money to the guy behind the counter. He'd give you these little tokens. And you pop the tokens into the machines as opposed to popping your cash straight in. I remember being there for the first time. You know, playing a few games, popping all these tokens in. Thought it was amazing. Didn't get back for another couple of months afterwards. Walked up to the guy behind the counter and said, "I'll have £1 worth of tokens, please." And he looked at me as if I was fucking mental. What fucking tokens? What are you talking about? Here's your change. Put it in the fucking machine, boy. But that's where I used to hang out. I used to absolutely love it. That's where I picked up a lot of my gaming skills, a lot of my passion for gaming as well. There were a huge amount of machines coming and going from that place all the time. I remember later on in the Whitworth Hall's life, I remember walking in to the left-hand side, they'd have House of the Dead. Man, I fucking loved House of the Dead. I used to play a two-player on my own with a gun in each hand, giving a fucking socks. You know, before that then you had, say, as far as light gun shooters go anyway, you had Terminator 2 Arcade. I loved Terminator 2 Arcade. You had these tiny little Uzis, they were attached to the machine though. They had a little trigger on the side of them too for, I think they launched grenades or missiles or something like that. I used to take out tons and tons of T-800s and it was a lot of fun. I remember I used to play it on SNES as well, but it just wasn't the same effect as it was in the arcade. I remember Radical Bikers was there for a short while as well. I think I was the only one who ever actually played it there. Nobody else wanted to go near it because it had this stupid pizza song playing over it the whole time. But it was a really fun little racer. It was ridiculous, but it was fun. It was kind of like Crazy Taxi for pizza delivery dudes. You know, of course, being a fighter, there was a lot of fighting games I played there as well. Always played some Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat 2 I used to play there a hell of a lot. Mortal Kombat 1, I don't remember them having MK3, but I'm sure they probably had it for a short time. Killer Instinct was the big one for me there, though. I remember I had Killer Instinct for Super Nintendo at the time. I got it to Christmas before it arrived in the Whitworth Hall, because we were always a little late with the games, but we didn't care because we got them, you know. So the machines always arrived a little late, so I already had the home port and knew what I was doing with it. You know, I remember still coming in and joining a queue halfway down the street of people waiting to play Killer Instinct after it arrived. It was amazing. It was something else. X-Men vs. Street Fighter was another fighter I used to love playing. Of course, all the Tekken games were always great fun. There were a huge amount of shooters involved as well. I used to absolutely love playing Metal Slug. That's where I picked up my passion for Metal Slug, to be perfectly honest. I'd say I would have been about 12, maybe 13. I reckon I would have been starting secondary school when Metal Slug arrived in the Whitworth. Man, I played the fucking socks off that game. I'm still not very good at it. I never was, but my god do I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It's fast, furious shooter. Everything looks like a cutesy World War II. Even though apparently they're not Nazis, and no, they're not Nazis in Hellzone either, are they? But, Killzone, sorry, but, you know, there were so many games and they were constantly changing through there. There was a little something for everybody. Absolutely everybody. You know, I remember all the bigger boys, the teenage boys, at the time used to always be playing shit like, Pocket Gal, you know, to get their titties on. I wasn't, because I was like, oh no, I ain't playing that, that's too much for me. You know, so I just kind of peer over my shoulder while playing Street Fighter 2 and have a look at it. You know, I remember there were football games for the football fans. There were Streets of Rage style games like Violent Storm and Cadillacs and Dinosaurs for guys like myself who loved that. Backstage, behind all that, then there were more the 3D aspect kind of games like, what was that? Die Hard Arcade, that was the name. But, you know, you had Point Blank, you had Silent Scope. There was always so much to it. The place was always full of machines. It was a great time. It's unfortunate now that time has passed and nowhere seems to pack these machines anymore. If you find anywhere with any of those machines, it always seems to be the same thing. It always seems to be maybe one of the Time Crisis or whatever driver was hot, fucking Daytona USA or, you know, maybe a bit of Ridge Racer. You know, because drivers and shooters seem to be all that survived. If it's not that, it's a main cabinet with like a ton of old Game Boy. It's just not the same feel, man. You know, it's not the same as a full fucking Wave Racer cab. You know what I mean? Or a Killer Instinct cabinet with Spinal at the side of it with his fucking sword and a shield. You know, it's not the same feeling at all when you know they're just being emulated and thrown onto a machine with like 5,000 other games. It doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel right. You know, it's fun. It is fun. But it's just not the same kind of kick you get as you would if you walked in and there was a Lethal Enforcers 2 fucking gunslingers arcade machine. You were like, mind blown. You know what I mean? It's a whole different kettle of fish. You know, if you were playing Point Blank, you'd probably be shooting kettles of fish anyway. But it is unfortunate that these things aren't around, and the soul survivors nowadays are usually not even well looked after. You know, maybe your gun's not calibrated right, maybe the steering wheel's slightly off, or your light punch doesn't work. There's always something. Nobody really looks after the machines that are still in the wild anymore. And that's unfortunate. You know, it really is. It's I don't know, maybe it's a bit selfish from somebody my age looking back and going, it'd be great if we still had that shit. But, I don't know, it does cross my mind every once in a while. And it does seem unfortunate that it's all died out and that the younger crowd will never get to experience arcade life like we did 10 or 20 years ago. Who knows? In another 10 or 20 years, maybe it'll spin back around again. Only time will tell. This is Spud from HitStartNow.com, signing off. Good luck. Thanks for watching one of our HSN Quick Hits. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and share. We've also got a lot more gaming videos here on the Hit Start Now YouTube channel. These include Insert Coin, where we play through old school arcade classics, Pixel Pictures, where we review video game related movies, Quick Plays, where we play through anything we can get our hands on, and a whole lot more. Check it out. You can also hit us up at HitStartNow on Twitter or Facebook.com/HitStartNow. Of course, we've also got HitStartNow.com for reviews, previews, blogs, videos, and of course our now infamous monthly podcast. So get on over and check all that out. Thank you very much. Good luck.